Hello, and welcome to another APR History ASMR video. My name is CJ.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Nick, and we are here to discuss the works of artist Michel Tuffery.
Michel Tuffery is a contemporary New Zealand artist of a Samoan mother and Tahitian father. Tuffery often incorporates aspects of his Polynesian heritage in his art. From an early age, Tuffery was captivated by drawing. Due to his dyslexia, he believed art was his outlet rather than means of verbal and written language. Through his art, we can see the message he is portraying to us as if it had been written down.
Ah, exactly! And this piece has a very important message regarding Tuffery's heritage as well.
Tuffery-AP, or Corned Beef 2000 by Tuffery, was made in 1994. This piece is a tin can bowl made of used corned beef cans.
Pisupo actually means pea soup in the Samoan language. Earlier in history, Western nations have introduced canned pea soup into these Pacific islands. Now, pisupo is a general term for all canned goods. Due to its Western origin, imported canned goods such as corned beef were considered luxurious in Polynesia and given as presents for birthdays and other occasions. To add to this point, corned beef had become a sort of attachment to Pacific ceremonial traditions. Now, Western canned goods such as corned beef are foods that make up much of the Polynesian diet.
Yes, exactly. And this change from the traditional diet of seafood and vegetables to canned goods has created a new problem for the islands: obesity and health problems caused by the high fat, high salt, and high cholesterol canned food. The impact of Western commercialism doesn't end here. The cans of and waste created by this has caused pollution in the oceans and ecosystem. All the cans have littered the landscape and negatively affected the wildlife. The bull of the piece represents the introduction of cattle into the region by the West. These non-native animals have caused problems in the region, destroying the ecosystem by polluting the waterways. Furthermore, Tuffery encompasses this together into a criticism of the lack of food sovereignty or food security.
The importance of food sovereignty is exemplified by this piece. It is the right of a nation to control by whom and how food entering the economy is produced and what food is allowed. Tuffery is showing that food sovereignty is not available in Polynesia and Western commercial products are pushed into the Polynesian diet, while at the same time high quality, healthy seafood from Polynesia is being exploited and sold in the Western world.
The hard lines of the bull as well as the sharpness of the cans contrast to the softness of a real cow. Through the solidity and hard-edged form of the bull is antagonized as it is seen as menacing. The bull is made to be life-size, symmetrical, and semi-realistic, so one could make the comparison to a real cow. The sculpture is also in a natural pose that one may see a real cow in. The bull is made of numerous overlapping cans to represent the enormous amount of garbage that is polluted into the environment. The used cans are reused in this piece and upcycled to show what could be done to combat these problems. The piece truly shows how the Polynesian world has been impacted by consumerism, the evils that impact their health and the ecosystem.
Yes, we can truly see why this work was made. The message is powerful. Tuffery is telling the world of the problems consumerism has caused onto his native lands, and the piece is in the public museum, the Museum of New Zealand, for all to see and understand this message so that New Zealand may become a better place.
This work's message and form seems to be very similar to SCSE 2 by Tuffery, as well in that both are animals made of cans functioning to portray the message of commercialism and food sovereignty.
Asiasi 2 was made in the year 2000. It portrays a large, symmetrical, semi-realistic tuna fish made of tuna cans, as that of corned beef was made out of corned beef tin cans. Overfishing of the local fish by exploiting companies has made the Pacific cultures more reliant on other nations for food, disrupting their local economy, in turn lowering their food sovereignty. The piece portrays how fresh, healthy fish found in the diet of the cultures in the Pacific have been commercially replaced by the introduction of canned tuna, not only hurting the environment through the garbage it creates and the overfishing, but also damaging the health in affected areas, similar to how the corned beef replaced the traditional diet and has damaged the environment. The sharp points of the gills show the danger of this fish and antagonize it, similar to that of the bull. The greenish color is used to make it not appear very appetizing as well.
The use of tin cans as the material further portrays how fish got replaced by commercialism. Real fish and flesh is now replaced with tuna fish in a can. The tin can material is used to emphasize this fakeness. The flesh of the fish is now fake and man-made. The hollow eye of the fish also accentuates this, as the fish is empty.
The large size of the fish stresses the large importance and impact of this problem. Similar to corned beef, this piece is featured at the Museum of New Zealand for the public to see this message and try to do something about it.
In fish sculptures by Tuffery are also fish smokers that can be used to produce smoked fish as well as have a smoky smell added to the museum exhibit.
I would love to have my very own Tuffery-made fish smoker.
Oh yes, we will try our best to get you one, Professor Alex.
Name's CJ.
I'm Alex.
And this is Professor Nick, signing out.